Yes. The thing I was talking about before about the landlord screaming at me outside of my outside of my apartment when people heard her a block away. Yeah, when she was talking about the realtor. She was making up some story saying the realtor told her that I was telling him a bunch of things that happened in the house and a bunch of things that was wrong with the house. And she says she don't need that. That's why she's kicking me out. And me making all these videos about what happened here. She was screaming this at me. And that, the tenants downstairs fighting and arguing and smashing stuff up. Well, they're gone. Okay? The past is the past. This is now. And what's happening now is that she still did not fix nothing. Now, that's the whole point. Housing authorities is going to get a hold of her. We are taking her to court. So, her taking me to court for non-payment of rent, that's going to be nothing compared to what's going to happen to her. Because housing authority is going to get a hold of her about the mold, about the issues with the holes in the ceilings, the place just not being maintained. You can tell. The issue with the shower mold in the shower. When you open that up, you can smell completely mold. And when you get that mold wet, what happens? The pores go into my fucking lungs, causing me to cough up blood every fucking time I take a shower. Now, this is a very health issue. Me going downstairs in the basement, she telling me to do my laundry. What happens when you do laundry? You build up moisture in the air. The dryer going, the washer going, you got particles of mold going in the air, and I'm breathing that in. And then I'm walking up and down the steps, breathing hard. When I come down and when I go up, I'm breathing in mold. Health issues. And these electrical wires, I can take them up in the attic right now with a flashlight and show them the live electrical wires that are taped with regular electrical tape. Yeah. Wires spliced into wires spliced into wires. There's like 8 different wires spliced into 2 live wires. And that's where my ceiling fan comes in handy. I have a lot of electrical outlets that don't work because she had her so-called electrician, I think, come in here and cut some wires, or the guy that painted the house come in the attic and cut some live wires. She figures she had them live wires removed, then she won't get in trouble for live wires. Well, now the live wires got open ends that ain't even taped. He turned off the electricity. I watched him. He turned off the electricity before he cut the wires, but then he turned the electricity back on, I think. He had to. But he cut the sources that those wires are continuous to going through the whole house to make other things work, like the hallway lights don't work since he cut them wires. Those wires were making the lights work in the hallways. And the porch light. Since he cut them wires in the attic, the porch light don't work. See? That could probably be also issues with downstairs, too. I don't know. So that be shared electricity? I don't know. But they complained downstairs that they could not plug more than one thing in their bedroom downstairs without kicking off the fuse. They can't run a light in a hairdryer. Click. Can't run a TV with the light on. Click. Can't run a toaster with the light on. Click. Can't run a blender and turn on the light. Click. I had the same issue when I first moved here. You know what I had to do? I had to get those protecting strips. Yes. Now those strips are kind of expensive, $50, $60. But you can plug a refrigerator in there, and it won't affect the low ampage that's in this house. When you got live wires, you have low ampage. They weren't prepared for somebody to come in here with a lot of electrical stuff plugged in. That's why it closed the fucking switch. It clicks it off. It kicks off the switch for the electrical current. That is a safety issue. The plumbing. The pipes have been breaking since I bought here. Since I rented here. The pipes have been leaking before I rented here. The toilet's been leaking for over 20 years. You can tell. When I first got here, I could smell the mold in the shower and smell the mold in the bathroom. They had to rip up the aluminum. They had to rip up the flooring by the toilet from before. And when I came here, it was constantly running. The tank was empty, but it was constantly running. You know, like you don't push down the handle or jiggle the handle, you know what I mean? And it just continued running. The landlord lived downstairs, so he did not know what was going on, but he probably heard water running constantly. And all that water was dripping downstairs. He never used that room, so it didn't matter. So if she's trying to get me for damages of water leakage, it's the roof. The roof leaks. And like I said, when I'm taking a crap on the toilet, when it rains for 3 days, she had the nerve to say, "Now, Carl, does this roof leak when it starts raining or if it rains for a while?" That's why I believe when it rains for a while, because if it starts raining for a little bit, whatever, it's not going to take. It takes time for it to soak through the insulation before it soaks through the drywall before it starts to come through the paint. Figure it out, lady. You need to fix the roof. That's just like this movie, The Super, with Joe Piccio. Yeah, that's you. Give me the rent. Give me the rent. All you cared about was the rent. You need the rent to supply yourself because you don't have a job. You complained to me that you had a job at some Animal Mart or pet shop or whatever, $8.50 an hour. You know? Your husband left you, you lost your job, and now you're living with your mommy. Enjoy your life. You should be house arrest here for 1 year. That's what I say. Just like the movie with The Super with Joe Perdaccio. Watch the movie, learn something. Bye. See you later. Love you.